The results are in for Florida's presidential primary, and there were also a number of local mayoral races decided, with one city electing their first new mayor in 20 years. Local 10's Trent Kelly is in the newsroom to break down all the races. Trent.
Yeah, JC, it certainly was a very big day at the polls yesterday for Florida voters. Let's start first, though, with that Republican presidential primary race. Former President Donald Trump already going into the day as the presumptive GOP nominee. Trump winning Florida with more than 80% of the vote. It's interesting to note, however, that even though Nikki Haley dropped out of the race following Super Tuesday, she still garnered about 14% of the vote total in Florida last night. That's a pretty sizable share for someone who's already left the race. Meantime, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who also dropped out but still appeared on the ballot, received less than 4% of the vote. 4 other states also holding their primaries last night, with Trump coming out on top in all of them. So here's what that means right now. Former President Trump has now earned more than 1,600 Republican delegates, well past the amount needed for the GOP nomination. A Democratic presidential primary was not held in Florida, as President Joe Biden is running uncontested. Now to those big mayoral races here in South Florida. In the heated contest for Surfside Mayor, former Mayor Charles Burkett barely beat out current Mayor Shlomo Danziger. Burkett winning by a little more than 100 votes last night out of the more than 2,000 total votes that were cast. Over in Pembroke Pines, voters there headed to the polls to pick one of 3 candidates to replace longtime Mayor Frank Ortis, who's been in office for the last 2 decades. In the end, though, Commissioner Angelo Castillo got the win there, earning about 55% of the vote. He now becomes the first Hispanic mayor elected in Pines and the city's first new mayor in more than 20 years. He spoke to us earlier about some of the issues he's planning to tackle.
When I asked the residents of Pembroke Pines what the key issues were, they told me it was traffic, it was housing that was affordable, hold the line on taxes, do something about growing crime in our community. We have to deal with all of those issues right away.
And it was another 3-person race for the Lauderdale-by-the-Sea mayor, with Commissioner Edmund Malkoon beating out his 2 opponents, earning some 40% of the vote. Now, in addition to all of those races, there were also several local commission seats and municipal referendums that were also decided last night. We have a full rundown of all those results posted for you on our website. That's at local10.com. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Trent Kelly, Local 10 News.